eMule is still one of the best file sharing software. So I decided to make a simple guide to install and configure eMule on Windows 10. Many people think that eMule is no longer a good program for downloading files from the internet, but they are wrong. If you can't find the file anywhere else, eMule might succeed because it still has millions of users worldwide. It hasn't been updated for several years, but it works perfectly and can also be installed on Windows 10. You have to configure it properly with the servers updated and open the doors to get to high ID. The latest official version of eMule is the 0.50a. There is also a version 0.60 on the net, but it is better not to install it. The only official is the 0.50a, and it's more than good for downloading files from the internet. There's absolutely no need to look for more. In this video I'll show you how to install eMule, how to configure it and how to search the files. Download eMule from the official website. https://www.emule-project.net. At the end of the installation, click on Next and then on Finish. Start eMule and in the Windows Firewall window click on Allow Access. The first time you start eMule you will be shown the wizard for the initial configuration. To continue, click Next and then click Next again. You will now be shown the port configuration window. The easiest way to do this is to enable the universal plug-and-play (UTP) service on your router. This allows you to automatically open the router ports without having to manually configure port forwarding. After enabling UTP on your router, return to eMule, select Use UTP to set up the ports, and then click Test Ports to check that everything is okay. If you have problems, you will need to note down the TCP and UTP ports and open them manually on your router. The procedure for manually opening the router ports changes from model to model. You can help yourself with a router manual or searching on Google. If you don't know your router's IP address, consult its manual. The option to enable UTP is usually found in the LAN settings. If you have an access router you can open the TCP and UTP ports in this way. Access your router's management panel. In my case I will use an access router but the procedure is more or less the same for each router. Go to the LAN section and move to the DHCP server tab. In Enable DHCP server choose Yes and click the Apply button. In the manually assigned IP select the MAC address of your computer and choose an IP you want to assign to it. Click on Apply to confirm the new settings. You have to tell your router to always assign the same IP to your computer so that you can then redirect the ports correctly. Then go to the WAN section and move to the Virtual Server/Port Forwarding tab. Under Enable Port Forwarding, choose Yes. Under Port Forwarding list in the service name column, type eMule1. You can still use the name of your choice. In port range write the TCP port you have configured on eMule, in my case 53672. In local IP enter the IP you have chosen for the computer. In local port, type again the TCP port you chose for eMule. In the protocol select TCP and click on the Add button. Repeat the previous steps to assign a new service but this time for the UTP port, in my case port 23207. Click on Apply to confirm the changes. Finally, go to the firewall section. Make sure that all the entries in the firewall are disabled and click on Apply. You have to disable the firewall on your router, because it may block eMule. After verifying that the ports are open correctly, click Next repeatedly until you exit the configuration wizard. The configuration wizard is only the first step. To download faster with eMule, you need to have a high ID and configure the servers correctly. Let me show you how to do this. Click on Options. Go to Directories and choose the folders on the computer where you want to save the files you download. Move to Connection. Here you have to set the parameters for the download and upload speed. These parameters depend a lot on your internet connection. In general, you could set the speed to 70% of your data connection speed. If you have a 100 mega super fast fiber, you can set it in download 10,000 kilobits/s without setting the limit. In upload, instead, set 2,500 kilobits/s and activate the limit to 2,000 kilobits/s. Then go to Server. In Remove Dead Servers after, set a value between 5 and 10. Leave the other entries as default and select in addition Auto Update Server List at Startup and Safe Connect. For more security and to block unsafe servers, go to Security. Check the Filter Servers option as well. In the Update from URL field, type in the address http://upd.emule-security.org/upfilter.zip and press Load. Click on Apply and then on OK. From the main window, click on the servers icon. You will notice that there are already a servers list, but they are no longer active. Then delete all the servers present. To update the list of servers, type http://www.pirates.net/servers.php in the update server.met field from the URL on the right. Click on Update. Connect to one of the servers in the list by double-clicking on it with the left mouse button. If the ports are opened correctly, you will see that you have been assigned a high ID in the My Information box. To download a file with eMule, there are two options: use the search engine or get a add2k link. The first method is simpler, but the second is safer. I'll show you how to proceed with the first method. Go to the search section. Under Name, type in the name of what you want to search for. In Method, choose Global. Optionally specify and type the type of file you are looking for: audio, video, image or other. Click the Start button to see the list of results. To start a download, just double-click on the name of the file you want to download. The files you download can be found in the Transfers section. With eMule, you can connect to the Kademlia network, which allows you to connect to users directly without relying on servers. To do this, go to the CAD window, select the From Known Clients option, and press the Bootstrap button. The first time it may take a while for the connection to be established. Optionally, you can also connect to the CAD network using the file nodes.dat, which you can find at http://www.nodes-dat.com/. The CAD network is a bit slow at first, but then it can find more sources in the servers, so you can download faster. To download instead using the Ed2K links, you just have to find one of the many forums that make them available. Many of these forums require registration. After registering, you can log into the forum and search the various threads for the files that interest you. There are discussions about movies, music, TV shows and more. To start the download, all you have to do is click on the link at 2K. eMule will start downloading the file automatically.